Hey guys, happy Sunday. Yesterday I left off talking about my second episode and the feelings that I felt going through that. And I was thinking more about it last night, and there was so much I left out, which I think I can talk about in the future. But basically, I was arrested several times for disturbing the peace. One time for stealing a backpack. And this was after my second episode. I had bought the condo. I was living in the condo. I had no electricity, etc. I was letting homeless people into my home who were fully taking advantage of me. And so my dad, prior to him actually coming and picking me up and moving me to where he lives, which is like 5 hours away, he tried to do an intervention on me, thinking that I was on drugs or something, and which is what a lot of people think when people start to display symptoms of mental illness and whatnot. They think it's drugs or something. A lot of the people that you see on the street, granted, there are a lot of people who abuse drugs and end up there because of alcoholism or drugs, but I would say a majority of them are there due to mental health problems. And I know because I was there. I actually spent about a year wandering the streets of LA, various parts of LA County, in very, very dangerous situations. And I was not in my right mind at all. And a lot of it I don't remember. And this happened so long ago that it's difficult to remember exactly everything that happened, because I've tried to block out so much of it and I've tried to just forget so much of it. But a lot of it has come back recently. In the last like 4 nights since I started doing this, I've been having really bad night sweats, which is part of my PTSD. And what it is like I have like horrible nightmares, and I wake up and like it literally looks like I peed the bed. My shirt's soaked, my clothes are completely soaked, and the bed is totally wet. And it's really horrible. Luckily, I haven't remembered whatever it was that was causing me so much stress lately, because when I do remember the nightmares, they affect me throughout pretty much the whole day. It's just so disturbing. And they're usually centered around me being in another episode. Like I'll have a dream that I'm super confused and I'm taking all my stuff with me, or people are trying to kill me. Because one constant thought that I had when I was manic was people are trying to kill me. The constant feeling is the most terrifying thing you've ever felt in your entire life. If you imagine someone's chasing you down the street with a knife, that's how it feels to be in a manic episode. For me anyway. And I know for some other people that I've talked to, I don't know about everyone, but it's a fear that you can't even really, like, I don't know if I had ever felt that prior to being in an episode. Like I know I've never felt that. I've never been that scared in my life. And I remember asking my psychiatrist, I asked her probably like 6-7 months ago, is this gonna get worse? Is my PTSD gonna get worse? Am I gonna have more memories pop up that I don't remember, things that happened, like, memories from the past? And she said, no, because apparently what happens is your brain is going so fast that you don't have the time to process the memory and file it. So I don't know, according to her, that's what she said. So that's a good thing that I don't have to worry about. But anyway, when I finally moved back home after this horrible episode where I had been arrested and wandered the streets and hanging around with really bad people, I moved in with my parents. And I was so depressed. They live on a really windy road, and I remember every single day like planning to drive off this one part of the road where there was a cliff. And I just never really had the guts to do it. And I always thought, well, if I do this, if I actually drive off, I might not die. I might actually end up a paraplegic or something like that. And pretty much that's the only reason that I didn't. Because when you go through something like that, and it's in front of everyone you know, and you turn into someone that you don't know, it's so difficult to pull yourself out of that. And it's also a chemical thing. So, I was really, really depressed for a long time. I got a job though. And then I ended up moving about 6 months later. I moved to Los Angeles, and I'm gonna stop there because I'm approaching the 6-minute mark. And hopefully this wasn't too boring today, because I know I didn't really talk about a whole lot of what happened, but in the future on my videos, I really want to, once I get this story out, I want to be able to talk about a daily basis because on a daily basis I get memories from the past, flashbacks, and I remember exactly how I'm feeling. And I think that talking about it, even if I'm talking to no one, I think it helps me, even though it's been really hard the last 4 nights. So anyway, see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for listening. If you're still here, subscribe if you want. Bye.